I looked this up because I had never heard this before and I went on a journey. So join me. Straight out of the gate, her mom's definition makes sense because deca is 10, but Merriam Webster has 4 definitions: to select by lot and kill every 10th man, very specific, and also along with her mom's meaning; to exact a tax of 10%, also 10, and then to reduce drastically, especially in number, okay, that's different, and to cause great destruction or harm. That's how I use it. I think that's how most people use it. Like, complete devastation is what I think of when I think of decimate. So neither are technically wrong, but what happened here? Merriam-Webster wrote a very sassy article about this entire thing. It says it's totally fine to use decimate as a synonym for devastate. This is why. They argue that decimate came from a very specific singular use in Rome, and the only correct way to use that type of decimate is in regards to Rome. They also say that this came from Latin, not English, and we have a lot of words that have Latin roots that we've sort of adjusted to have a totally different meaning in English. For instance, apparently sinister used to mean on the left side, which that I've never heard that before in my life, but that's what it meant in Latin. And then they get kind of a sassy bad attitude in a way that only Merriam-Webster can, where they throw out a bunch of other words that people are also using incorrectly. Like century, forum, tribune, and legion all have very specific Roman roots and meanings that we no longer use anymore. They're essentially saying that you can only use decimate in that context when you're talking about Roman soldiers or taxes. And I find that fascinating, that there are some words that we have sort of colloquially morphed just out of force that we used incorrectly that now are in the dictionary because that's how people understand them. This is very different because both meanings are correct and they have not opposite meanings, but very different implications. And neither are wrong, and neither were because of misuse. They're just the same word having 2 totally different definitions. Anyway, I enjoy that very much. I don't know if anybody else enjoys that kind of stuff very much, but I enjoy it very much.